Hey everybody, this is Dalstone here, doing another Let's 3D model. This is number 23, and today we're going to be modeling the top of the watchtower. So this little piece up here. Uh, First off, I just want to say thank you so much for all the viewers, thank you for the subscriptions, thank you for so far no comments, but please feel free to comment on my videos, and for the likes, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down, whatever, any activity is good activity at this point. So thank you guys so much for all the support. Um, so today we're so close to being done this cathedral. This is the last piece for now. Then what we're going to do is we're going to move things into Unreal, and then we're going to start replacing all the gray blocks, white boxes, whatever you guys want to call it. Lots of industry, different names or whatever. We're going to start to replace those boxes, and you're going to start to see all these little pieces that I've built in the previous. Let's see, how many Let's models is this? This is from 16 to 23. My math, seven Let's 3 model videos now, not including, like, there's so many Let's 3D models. um, Finally getting closer to putting things into Unreal, and yeah, and we'll go through that whole process, and I'll record all that for you guys. So first things first is, modular pieces, right? Like we keep talking about modular. And so, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna break this. We're gonna break this up, right? So we got this wall kind of piece right here. So that's one piece that we're gonna model. We're gonna figure out this pillar, right? And I'm probably just going to use one of these modular pieces, right? And create an arch, right? Create this arch that we have here as a modular piece, and that way we could just kind of place these pieces wherever we want it, and because it's modular, we're not going to have an issue with it, right? So first things first is we're going to build this kind of piece here, and it's pretty high up at this point. Like, you're not going to see this from very far, right? I mean, this is even looking even more simple than what I was thinking of doing. um, So I mean, even like this right now, this looks fine. Like, this is passable. This would do. But I want to add a little bit more detail to it. And it's probably overkill. No one's probably gonna ever see it. But I want to add a little bit to it. I want to add like a little trim to this, right? So first, I'm just gonna delete the faces that we're not gonna see. And so we're gonna delete that. We're probably not even gonna see the top part, to be honest. But I don't. I'm really scared of lighting going right, like shooting through. You know what I mean? But so, you know what? I'm just gonna play it safe. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm just gonna delete this and that and like these faces here, like that, and I'll leave it like that. I'll leave it like that. Just for now, we'll see how the lighting affects it. I mean, it's only two more triangles or two faces, right? So it's not too expensive. I'm going to add some. I'm going to add an edge loop here because I want to break up the texture later. I want to add like maybe a lighter stone or something, like a lighter stone for the trim and like a darker stone right in the middle. So the easiest way to do that is having a couple of tileable textures, right? So I'm not going to indent this or anything like that because you might not even see that detail from all the way down here. Yeah, you might actually. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. If I see that it looks a little bit too bland in 3D, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. Let's do it. I'm just gonna do it, and I'm just gonna offset this bit. Throw this down. Maybe move this down like that. Give it like that little weight, right? I think that's probably. I keep saying I think and then this and that, but what I'll do is I think I'll throw some bevels on these edges because I think people can actually see it. So there we go. Right, so we got some things going on here. I don't think you're ever gonna see this face and this wall, so I'm just gonna leave it as so. Right, so we got this going for us, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate the piece here, and it's unfortunate that I'm not gonna be able to just kind of duplicate. Can I? Let's see. Can I actually do it? No, I can't do it. Oh well. Oh well. Just gonna take the verts here, move it here, and just kind of get that going for us like that. So it's unfortunate because it'd be nice to have these as the same piece and then just modular. That would have been ideal, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, which is okay. So everything's crashing through correctly. There's no issues. Alright, cool. So we got kind of like our base shape on these, on the wall here. So now we got this pillar. And I'm thinking of creating these, making this pillar kind of like that. And I need to figure. I mean, I'm still relatively new to Unreal UE4, so I'm gonna need to create a bunch of what I know they call it in Unity and in other software as prefabs, and I need to create some prefabs later. So I'm gonna have to, and I hope you guys don't mind, you know, me showing you where I'm finding my resources and stuff to learn a bunch of these things, because that's what I'm probably gonna have to do. So I got this pillar here. Obviously, it's not fitting in as well as I wanted to, so I'm gonna have to kind of move my vertices and things around a little bit, like that. Alright, so here we go. So we got that going for us. We got all of these is still crashing through correctly, which is beautiful. And then we have this, we have a trim, right? We have an archway. So we gotta create an archway. The easiest way to create an archway, for me at least, is I create a cylinder. I'm gonna scale it up, snap it to somewhere that I want it to be relatively close to, and I just kind of go like this. Like I delete all the, and then there you go. And then I have my archway. Actually, this does not look right. I want my archway to be. Is that correct? Yeah, that is correct. What am I doing? What am I doing? Hold on. Should have went on my gut. That was correct. Just kind of go like, delete all those. Delete all these. Take that. Is my rendering? Oh, yeah. Okay. So when I have lighting, it's gonna light everything, right? So I need to flip, select all the faces, face normals, reverse normals. So now I have it facing me. I'm gonna extrude. Where's my extrude? Extrude. There we go. Extrude inwards. Wait, do I want to extrude inwards? I'm trying to think. Yeah. And then again, just select all the faces, face normals, reverse again. Delete history. Keep this nice and clean. And I'm gonna take the edge here, and I'm just gonna snap it so that it gives me that perfect kind of arch that I want. There you go. Obviously, this is way too big. This is also a little bit too large. And I should be able to create a cool arch. Obviously it's still a little bit too large. And so that's how it's going to be. Just got ourselves an arch here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to... Obviously this is not looking exactly how I want it. I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to fix this. I'm just snapping everything to the top here. So it's all the same, right? I'm going to snap everything into one vert here. Oh, take all the verts and then just merge them. There we go. And obviously this is still not perfect. There, that's gonna look a lot better. There, so now you have like this arch. And how do I tie it all together? That's the big question. I'm just gonna scale this so it's a little bit larger, so that we have like a nicer shape going. So we're gonna be like, well, how come this looks really weird? Like, how come now we have this huge gap? Well, to fix that, this is why we have these really cool trims, right? That's why we have trims. Trims for the win, baby. So here we go. So I'm gonna take this trim here. I think this is all four-sided. Yes, it is. Perfect. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the trim and we're going to create this top part like that. So now you can crash it through like this to create an arch. Obviously this is a little bit too thick. Crash it through the trim. Crash it through the trim. And obviously there's a lot of faces here that we're not going to need. Delete those. Delete those. I'm going to take the edges here. Take the edges here, squeeze them in. Kind of make them a little bit more prominent. Just like that. This curve might be a little bit too much, so I'm just gonna bring it in just a tad bit, so it's just a little bit of skewage, not too much. I might take these the faces here. Gonna bring this in a little bit more. Crash that in like that. Kind of create that shape that we want. So obviously this is not exactly how I want it, so I'm just going to delete the edges back here since we're not going to need it. Actually, we're going to delete this one. Just going to delete these edges here. A lot of people are probably like, well, how come you don't delete the faces? Again, like I was saying earlier, I don't know how Unreal is going to like this. Oh, crap, what the hell just happened? What just happened? What just happened? Oh, okay. There. There we go. And I feel like this needs to come down a bit more. Like this trim. So I moved down the trim. This should allow me to actually have more room to play with. And this arch is looking kind of nasty. It's looking kind of nasty. So I'm going to... I feel like it needs a little bit more polys almost, you know? Just because it's not looking as beautiful as I like it. So I'm just going to add some. Just see how that looks. Still not looking that good. Okay. I feel like it's not curvy enough. I feel like it's not curvy enough. What happens if I do it like how they have it inside the concept, where they have it pretty much engulfing the whole outside? That might be that's so much better. Okay. Okay, that's so much better. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna redo this. First, I'm just going to, because you're gonna see all sides here. I'm gonna have to create this for all sides. I'm not gonna care that this is completely duplicated and exactly the same compared to the other side. The reason being is because no one's really gonna see it or see this side. Same with when I rotate this as well. It's gonna be the exact same thing, but I'm just going to squeeze this in a bit more, just because it needs to fit nicely. Right. Make sure this is crashing through correctly. Making sure that this crashes through correctly. Just like that. Gonna do the same thing over here. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. So the middle line is like way over here. So I'm just gonna change that up. Whoa, what is going on here? What is going on here? Why is this? Oh darn! What the hell did I just do? There you go. That's what was happening. Just wondering what was going on. Okay. Still crashing through correctly. This one's probably having the same issue. Yep. There you go. Let's just go like that. Bring this a little bit differently. Still crashing through correctly. Okay, we're good. And deleted. We probably don't need these upper faces. So I'm just gonna delete that. Delete that. Delete that. And this. Let me see if you're not gonna see the top trim either. So I'm just gonna delete the bevels here. It's not much, you know what I mean, like poly wise, but when you start to add, let's say I have 20 of these, that's, you know, 2 faces there times 20, it's like 40 triangles. You can create another, like, a few more trims with that amount of polys, right? So alright, so now I'm gonna create what was I gonna create? I was gonna create that archway. Okay, so this time now I know, right? Like the default cylinder is not gonna give me the shape that I want. I'm gonna have to up it, up the dimensions a little bit more. So let's go like 28 maybe. That should give me like a better shape. And I'm gonna go like that. And then extrude. So let's select all these faces, extrude it. Right, so it gives me this archway. And redo all this again. Snap, snap. There we go. So now I got this kind of cool archway thing. Let's kind of scale this correctly to what we want it. So it's still a little bit too large. Scale it down. Scale it up a bit here. Scale it up a little bit more. Because I can make the roof adapt to what I'm doing here, right? Okay, so now what's really important is getting the sides that... okay, yeah, all of the edges are going to need bevels, essentially. All of these edges are going to need bevels. So let's go bevel. It's 0.3. Let's go point 0.3. 0.3 looks good. Make it nice and prominent. A little bit more prominent. Actually no. You know what? That's a little bit too much. Let's go 0.2. There. 0.2 I think is better. Actually, I'm a dumbass. I didn't need these to be beveled. Sorry. You don't need these to be beveled. No. You just need this to be beveled. Okay. I'm trying to think here. Like, I was thinking it'd be easier to do it the other way, but now I'm thinking it's not, because what that's gonna cause is... it's gonna cause issues, because you have these arches in all four sides. Right, you got one here and you got one here. So if you make a base for it, it's just gonna mess everything up. So actually, it's just much easier to do like this. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's fine. I think the other one just needed more. The last shape just needed more polys. Like once I added in the proper amount of polys, it looks a lot better already. So now I just need to do what I was doing earlier, which is bringing all of these edges to match that. Deleting all of these faces, taking all these verts, snapping it to here, merging the vertices. There you have it. And now we have a nice little arch. There you go. Delete that. Now we got a nice little archway, and if I duplicate special, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 7 of these. Duplicate special, let's go 7. This way, if I make any changes, oh crap, what the hell did I just do? Okay, no. What I need to do is I need to freeze the transformation on this mesh. Duplicate special. Now it should do it about 7 times for me, right? Because this way, at least I can just rotate it, right? So there we go. Right now I can just like make little small changes to it, right? Here's another one. Right, I can just poke these through. Just gotta place these around. Right now it just kind of creates that kind of beautiful arches. Trims on trims, baby. Trims on trims. And then the hard part is just, it's not even a hard part. It's just the next step is creating like if you want to be super efficient, right, in video games, you'd want to export all of these individual pieces and then go in and actually prefab them all. Right, that's how you're supposed to do it. It's the most efficient way to do it. And then that way, when you like fix or change a model, it'll actually, when you re-import in that model, because it's using that because it's in the prefab, it's actually going to change it in the prefab as well. So I think I have an extra one here. Did my math wrong. So there you have it. So now we have like this archway. It looks beautiful. Oh my god, it looks so beautiful. So I think I'm actually going to end the video here, and then I'm going to do one last video on creating the roof. That's going to be a really, really short video, but it took a lot longer for me to do this rooftop arch thing, but we figured it all out. It's looking pretty cool. I'm going to save this before I forget. So thank you guys so much for following me and following me through this process. And thank you for the support. Press the like button, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Keep it real. See you guys in the next episode.